welcome in. I got off work not that long ago, and I'm waiting on the first bus to go home. It should be here in a couple minutes or less. Hopefully it gets here soon. It's actually a nice day, except for the little bit of wind. And that's the building I came out of. Can't do any videos or pictures in that building or video chats. On the first bus, wait for it to go now. And having the lovely Rocky Mountains behind me. And here in Utah, it's known as the Wasatch Front. And I was at a Star Trek meeting last night, and it was at IHOP for the chapter's 30th anniversary that I'm part of. And yes, that's a Star Trek lanyard. Hi, Patty, welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in or on your way out. The more likes, the more people will come. And the hat does keep the sun out of the eyes. And off you go. Hiding and seeking. I gotta turn that sucker off. Welcome in. We'll be going by the Hockey Nature Center, which is right behind me now. Before it was the Hockey Nature Center, it actually held Japanese during World War II. And I actually used to see Mount that moment, which was the original logo for Paramount Pictures. years. And the guy that did that logo for Paramount is from my own hometown here out of Utah. And to get into that business, people, I mean, at one time I have needed a bachelor's to get into it at one time, but I don't need to anymore for the last 20 or 30 years or so. The government's the only place to get into it is the IRS.
400 north, 1200 west. Opposite.
Hi, Pixel. Welcome in. Yeah, I got the lolly rocking out just right behind me. And now Van Woman is connected to him. And if you get high enough here in Austin, you can actually see the Great Salt Lake. No, I'm not transgender. Hey, Patty. Well, then, I'm actually a girl, not a boy. And I actually have PCOS. Actually stands for polycystic ovary syndrome, which makes it most this facial hair. I'm an actual girl, well. And like I said, I have polycystic ovary syndrome, which causes the facial hair. And I have it my whole entire life. And I don't talk about it very much. I'm pretty much used to it. And PECO, which is the polycystic ovary syndrome, has not been talked about very much because nobody knows too much info about it. And I like to get the info out there. I know somebody could take care of it. I know Patty. But it doesn't hurt for me to actually talk about it. Also, shedding it helps out. Waxing. Taking one or two of the pills for it. There's a lot of things that could help out. But I'd rather talk about it. That way people will know more about it. And I know there's there's a person over in England that goes up on TikTok and talks about it herself
Weaver Industrial
because
Park.
she even has it, and she actually did shaved the facial hair off in one of her TikToks. Yeah, I know. And I actually like to teach people about the PCOS. That way they know something, would know about it. And one thing I can say is I can't wait until the 18th and 19th of April because the 4014 steam locomotive engine known as Big Boy is coming to Austin, Utah. Because they'll be here overnight on the 18th and 19th. And I would like to see that engine again. And my dad had got me into trains before he passed, along with Star Trek, Star Wars, and a lot of other sci-fi shows and movies. Except for X-Files. That was my mom and the hero that I met back in 2018. Hey, Scooter. Pretty much on the 4th. Well, I'm doing pretty good today. Pretty much on the 4th, and there's an Ogden Con going on. And we'll be doing a tour of the Union Station where the Ogden Con will be at. Then the 10th, which I took off from work, will be bingo. Then the 18th and 19th is in Big Boy, the 4014 steam locomotive engine. Will be here overnight. And I plan to go on the 18th to go see it, which is on a Saturday. And the 10th, 11th, and 12th is a gym show here in Ogden at the Weaver County Fairgrounds. And when September hits, I'll be going down to Salt Lake for Bad Next Salt Lake Comic Con. And I will be dressing up in 3 different cosplays. And one of those 3 days will be Star Trek. And I'm depending on where I'm gonna be the other 2 days of the 3 days. Which will not be easy. I got plenty of ideas for it the other 2 days. And one of the people that I'm planning on meeting is Helen Hunt. And she was in the movie called Twisters, as well as a show called Mad About You. That's why every time it gets really windy, with the hurricane-like winds, I'm gonna always like to shout out "We got tails" every single time. And I will admit, that is a good movie to watch. Plus I got a whole bunch of other slubs coming to Thailand. And somehow I have to figure out how I'm gonna watch that movie on my phone without having to try and buy it. And I hope they actually bring back Lucille Lawless along with Renee O'Connor again from Xena. And I've been watching that show Xena since I was 13. And I've been pretty much watching Star Trek my whole life. And lived in Mount Bellman, when it snows, you can actually see the face on it. The two eyes and the mouth. But during when there's no snow, and you're not from where I live at, you might not be able to see it. And I know the sun is right behind me. There we go. And I can't get enough of seeing the mountains. During the fall, the leaves change color on them. Which makes it look beautiful. Going by the Weaver County Fairgrounds again.
North 1200 West, Compton.
I'm going back by the BDO. And once again on to 6th Street to go up to Washington. I have to go on the south side of I work out along with the Hunter Nature Center, along with the BDO. And I have to go over the train tracks. Probably Paramount can see it. And some others from the chapter I'm in can actually be on one of the two subjects that they got out at the moment. Either on Tradition Rules or Starfleet Academy. Last night, so that'll probably be done next month. Dirty business, but somebody's got to do it.
Street, 1200 West, IRS.
I'm going to go on the south side of all three of those places. And I actually put a link up on the post on my channel Because that would really help us out with the education, the roads, the schools. Hey, man, welcome in. Hey, sweet. Oh, don't worry, I don't want to forget to eat and sleep. I'll probably eat when I get home. And I probably can sleep a little bit later. Sometime after that. And I'm drinking lots of water. Here, anyway. Plus, I even have plenty of soda. I know I ate something before work. And I woke up a little bit early. What should I say? I got up in a little early this morning. And when you go, I actually show them Mount Bellman. With the snow on it. Looks like it's gonna be off the bus. I just got that and you can get off that. Oh, and actually show Mount Bellman. Which was actually the original Paramount Studios logo and the man that came up with that is
12th
actually
Street
from
and Wall
Austin.
Avenue.
Yeah, I am. And right now I'm actually on the first bus to go home. And I actually ate at IHOP last night. But the one I ate at was out in Riverdale. Okay, up that bus now. Time to go catch my next one. No burger tonight. I had French toast last night. You think if I did that, the bus would crash. So I will. Well, time to eat the crops. Hi, Dave. Welcome in.
Wait, to cross Western Boulevard and traveling east.
One thing I can say, there's a Mount Bellman with the snow on it. And if you look real closely, you can see the eyes and mouth on it. And I get to see that pretty much every day. So do I. And I get to live up against them too. That's pretty cool. And that, the peak that I showed you, Mount Bellman, is actually part of the Rocky Mountains. And it was actually used as the original Paramount Pictures logo. And the guy that used it as the original Paramount Pictures logo is actually from my hometown. Now I get to wait for my second bus. And there's the Rocky Mountains right behind me now. And here, Ogden and along and throughout Utah, it's actually known as the Wasatch Front here in Utah. Any mountain is beautiful and gorgeous, but there's always those tales about the mountains about with the cryptids. Yeah, it is Snake. And there's always these stories about cryptids roaming the mountains, along with the paranormal No matter where you live or how close to the mountains you are, they're up in the mountains. Just like the Bigfoot and the Sasquatch, the mountain lions known as cougars, rattlers, and all other types of snakes. I wouldn't mind hunting. We cooked right, they taste like chicken. Then there's mule deer here in Utah, and moose, elk, along with the wild rabbits, squirrels, foxes, coyotes, and there might be bobcats up in those mountains along with bears. Come to think of it, I haven't came across bears or any other wild animal up in the mountains, except for a mule deer, probably elk and moose. See ya, Blur Man. And don't have too much fun now. And I know there's clouds coming in. Right behind me. But it's not too bad though. Hi, Giggly. Welcome in. Hopefully my second bus will get here shortly. I love the street racers. And drinking water is actually good compared to drinking soda all the time. And I fill this dang thing up with ice and let it slowly melt. That way I can have ice to munch on. And when there's some, after it melted for a minute or two, got some fresh water to drink. At the moment, just waiting for that second bus. Just to get here. And I know here, probably here in a few minutes or so, I might have to get off and go to another life. Because she might be starting here shortly, probably here in a few minutes or so, if she hasn't already. And I do have Winnie's right behind me. Hello. Time to go up to the ATC to catch the last bus to get home. And that's minus the walking. He's off now. And outside. See everybody later. Bye. Bye everyone. Talk to y'all later.